Today, Kevin and I are going to be trying some Moodibars. These are made by Astor chocolates. We have the white chocolate vanilla cupcake with sprinkles, the milk chocolate red velvet,
milk chocolate with popping candy, milk chocolate caramel filled, and dark chocolate raspberry jalapeno filled.
Sounds very interesting. These were $3.50 each. They were bought at JFK Airport, which I'm sure is why they were $3.50 each. I know you can buy Moodibars at World Market, and we have bought them before at World Market. We have reviewed some. So there are Moodibars. If you type in Tammy Dunn Moodibars on the channel, you will find some. These were different than what we have tried before. So the first one we're going to start with, the name of the bar is Celebrate. And it's kind of it looks like a birthday cake. Yeah. I will have a close-up at the end of the video of all the nutritional information, the ingredients, and what it looks like up close. But this is the one. Celebrate is the white chocolate vanilla cupcake with sprinkles. Astor is in Lakewood, New Jersey, www.astorchocolate.com. It says one bar, 50 grams, is 280 calories.
I like the little sprinkles in there. They're not too hard. That's why I like them. If they were any harder, I wouldn't enjoy them. The only bad thing is I can taste the dyes and them really strong.
I don't know if it's the dyes.
Or the chocolate.
I think it's the chocolate.
It might be. There's something in there that's bitter.
I was going to say that I think it is the chocolate.
Yeah. It very well could be. I don't know. We like very sweet white chocolate,
and this has that, this is almost the white chocolate that we've had from other countries that isn't as sweet as ours.
Yeah, but it doesn't have that sweet condensed milk kind of flavor.
No,
so
it
doesn't have that milky flavor.
No, it's not as good. I do like the texture of it. It's incredibly soft.
Yeah, it melts really nice. It's just, there's a bitterness for me.
No, it's there for me too. I'm getting it too.
It's either the dyes or the chocolate itself. I don't know.
So I personally would not get that.
I wouldn't get that again because I can really taste something bitter in there, whatever it may be. I don't know what it is, but
it's it's something. It's not as good as our white chocolate. It's just it's not. And I'm saying our white chocolate. These are made in New Jersey, apparently. But you know, it's the white chocolate we like. Okay, this one is it's Love, and it is red velvet.
Oh, it is red.
It's milk chocolate red velvet. It's 260 calories for the 50-gram bar.
It's got like a little white flakes, chips or something in
there. It says milk chocolate marshmallow drops.
Oh, okay. Well, they're very tiny.
I've never seen this word. Words, I'll tell you. I think that's delicious.
It's bitter.
I'm not getting bitter at all. I'm getting legit red velvet.
I do too, but the food dye, the red dye, is really coming strong for me.
It is red velvet, and instead of having that cream cheese icing, it's marshmallow.
Yeah, it does have a marshmallow flavor.
It is 100%.
And you do get that red velvet flavor, but the food dye bitterness is just a little bit too strong for me.
But I love the red velvet with the marshmallow. So you're going through the ingredients.
Very soft, by the way.
Milk chocolate, marshmallow drops, and then you get to red shade dispersion. Red shade dispersion, which is fractionated coconut oil, that soy lecithin word, and titanium dioxide.
For coloring, I guess.
You get red velvet cake flavor, cream flavors, cream cheese flavor. I
don't get the cream cheese flavor.
I don't either. I'm getting, like I said, it's for me, it's mainly the marshmallow. I like it a lot. I think it's a really nice one. I'm not getting any bitterness at all, but I'm not sensitive to the dyes as much as Kevin.
Yeah, and some dyes are don't bother me at all, and sometimes they do. That one particular one, I can really get that bitterness.
So that
and I can only guess it's from the dyes, like the first one. Who knows?
I would get that one again because I like it so much. So I think if you're a fan of Red Velvet, you would just have to try it.
Yeah, because like I said, I like the flavor of it until that bitterness hits, and then it's like, eh.
This one is milk chocolate with popping candy. It is 260 calories, which I would expect.
Sticky. Oh, not sticky to me, sticky to the package. Yeah, it's got a little sugary stickiness to it from the, I guess,
from the popping candy.
The first two were extremely soft and started melting almost immediately. This one's a little bit closer chocolate. It's not quite as soft. I get the popping.
I do too.
Not a lot, but.
And the chocolate is not bad. Yeah. I don't think they pulled it off as well as we've had from other countries. We've had like a Cadbury bar with popping candy, and I think theirs had more of a more to it, and it wasn't sticky like that. Even when I touched it, it was kind of
a little tacky.
Tacky from the sugar. You didn't get that at all in the Cadbury bar.
Yeah, it's almost like it was still a little warm when they did it and it melted some of it, and it's kind of left this coating on the outside.
It's good. There's nothing. It's not bad chocolate.
No,
it's just
it's okay.
Yeah, it's okay. I don't think it's worth $3.50.
No, even the chocolate flavor itself is just okay. If you want the popping effect though, you can't chew it. You have to let it melt. If you chew it, you just break up all the little candy.
Yeah, it takes a minute.
Yeah.
This one is the milk chocolate caramel filled, so it could be runny or I don't know.
You can tell it's filled because they got little dimples in the wall.
This one is 280 calories, so most of them have been 260. Now we're getting to 280.
It's a little.
Ooh, yeah.
A little soft.
You know, you would think that Astor that we've tried, you would think we would have tried a caramel filled before. I don't mind that.
Yeah.
It's a runny caramel. It's not my favorite caramel. It's
not very flavorful.
I like the caramel better in it has some vanilla or something in it, and the vanilla is a little bit strong for me. And so I would have rather enjoyed more of the pure caramel without the addition of the vanilla.
Sugary.
At least that's what I'm getting from it.
I think that's in the chocolate. I think the chocolate itself has some of that.
Has the vanilla? Yeah. I would rather have, what is that, Caramello bar? I would rather have one of those for caramel than this one. And it's going to be a lot cheaper. Or there's like a symphony bar that is caramel.
Dove.
Dove. Why do I forget
Squares
about
of Dove?
Yes. Yeah, I shouldn't forget about the Dove. Yeah, because those are better and those are going to be cheaper than this. It's okay. It's just, I think it has a lot of vanilla in it.
Yeah, it says blah. It is kind of blah.
This one's hangry. Hangry. I get hangry. I do. I when I want to food, when I don't like being hungry, when it's time for me to eat, I want to eat.
Well, this one was already broken. It's like really.
Ooh,
it's
okay.
Like sticky. It's like almost sticky. It's really
dark chocolate, raspberry, jalapeno. That's what makes this.
I think it's
different.
the raspberry that's really thick.
This is 280 calories.
That's a little bit bigger piece than we've been eating, but. It's funny how they use the same mold for all these. Have the same shape.
Took a minute.
I think I'm getting the raspberry a lot. I
love the difference in texture. It's It's a crisper chocolate, but it's not as snappy. Yeah. It's not as snappy as other dark chocolates we've had. However, compared to the other Astor, the milk chocolate and the white chocolate especially, this one is snappier than that.
Yeah, it's a definite.
But it's not as snappy as like Choco Love or one of those.
No. I really like the chocolate and raspberry flavor in that. I really do. The jalapeno, the only thing you get from the jalapeno is the heat. You don't get any kind of flavor.
And it's, for me, because I don't know how it's going to affect Kevin, but for me it was a very, very, very light heat.
It's not heavy.
It's a slight tingle.
Yeah, it's for me it's a little bit more of a burny kind of feeling, but it's not intense. It's just very, very light.
Right.
I had potato chips that were a lot hotter than that.
Oh, absolutely.
I mean, regular potato chips that were hot. I mean, like barbecue potato chips that were hotter than that.
Yeah. I wouldn't consider that hot at all. I think that, honestly, I think a child could have that because
it might be a little hot for a little kid, but it
barely has any heat at all.
I agree.
But I do like the flavors. It didn't have a jalapeno flavor.
Yeah, that's where they missed the mark a little bit. I wish it had more of that peppery kind of flavor.
It just gave you the little tingles, that sensation. So we have caramel, we have red velvet, we have popping candy, raspberry celebration. So I would like to know your top two.
I'm gonna pick it just because I like the flavor of it, the raspberry jalapeno. That would be one of my top two because I like the flavor of it a lot. The other one would probably be the popping candy one.
What's your the lowest?
Well, the red velvet was really bitter for me, but so was the white chocolate one. So either one of those would be my bottom two because they both came across as bitter.
My low would be the white chocolate. I would never get that white chocolate again.
But see, I got the same amount of bitterness out of the red velvet, so that's why they're both there.
So
and the caramel one's just mediocre. It's kind of in the middle for me.
Yeah. I'm gonna pick the red velvet is my number one. So Kevin, that's how two people can differ so much. But the red velvet to me was the majority of it was marshmallow.
It was good.
And so, but you got that bitterness.
If it had the bitterness in it would have been up there with the top. It probably would have been my number one.
So I'm gonna say the red velvet number one, but then I really like the dark chocolate raspberry too.
Yeah, they could have just done dark chocolate raspberry, not put the jalapeno in there. It would have been. Really
And they probably have one. Heck, we may have reviewed
That's true.
But because when you get so many Astor chocolates, Astor's the one in the airports that
the city chocolates.
Yeah, anytime if you go into the Kentucky gift shop, they probably have Astor, but they put the state labels on every one of them. And I've said it before, other chocolate companies are really missing the mark not doing that because Astor has been able to, they're in every gift shop in every airport with different labels.
There's only different about
it. And people buy them because people are traveling and they want to take something home, and that's easy. That's something, it's $3.50, so it's cheaper than a $10 gift, so.
It's easy and it's something most people enjoy, chocolate.
Yeah, it doesn't take up any space. So it's safe to get for just about everybody. But they're fun to try. They're something that's fun to try.
Yeah, I would never spend that much money on these normally.
No, not when you can go to Walmart and get a Reese's cup. I would just assume
or any of those nicer chocolates.
Exactly. So I hope you enjoyed the video, and thanks for watching.